Good evening, solar YouTubers. Today is Wednesday, April the 22nd of 2026. Is it 22nd? Yeah, it's 22nd. It's about 6:30-ish in the morning. Afternoon, my fault. I used 430 watts today, charging up my system here. These are two 12 volt, 12.8, 100 amp hour red auto batteries. I got them in parallel. And so for those of you who don't know, I literally cook every morning on my New Wave hot plate. And the New Wave hot plate, I cook every morning on that. And I got that plugged into, oh, there's the star of the show. There's the star. Oh, Saturn. This is a 1,000 watt inverter. So I cook my breakfast every morning on that. And then I fix my tea in the coffee maker. Everything runs off of this. I do, maybe in the evening time, I might throw some hamburger in there, hamburger patties, or some chicken fingers in my air fryer. But pretty much I do all my cooking here. So every morning I put my panel out. It is a 200 watt bifacial JJN panel. And back behind there I got four 100 watt panels that I use on my main system, but I don't have this really. This is just in the UPS mode right now. But yep, I put in 430 watts. That's all it took to charge this up from, I think it was like 89%-ish. That's pretty good. I used my EB38 today to air up my tires. I put a spare tire in my Jeep because I drove down to Sullivan today to do my job, and the spare tire that I got was flat, so I had to air it up. But then on the way to Sullivan, I had this plugged into my cigarette lighter, and it charged it up all the way. That's about it. Not a whole lot more going on. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So you see, this time in the evening time, I have a lot of sun right there. So, and sun over there, so I got a lot of sun there. I do have cables long enough to reach out there if I have to. So if power goes out or something, if I really seriously have to have sun late into the evening, I got cables to reach out there to do so. Give kissies. Give kissies. Well, that's about it, guys. Not a whole lot of long video there. I just want to give you thanks for, I got 3 new subscribers. I want to give you guys thanks for that. I uploaded my video, was it yesterday, and I saw it, and I don't really keep tabs of that stuff. I really don't care. I just do my videos, and if you guys like them, that's awesome. If you guys don't, well, you know, I can't please everybody. And I don't do this to try and make money on YouTube. I don't know how to, because if I really, so I really just don't care. That's just what I'm doing. I'm trying to help people who are in the same situation I'm in. So I just try to show people, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, you can do this piece by piece. And I don't edit my videos. There's a lot of times where I video, I'll talk about stuff and I get in a tangent or I go off on a deep end or something to that extent. And I erase the video and start over. There's times where I've tried to make 4 or 5 videos and I just keep, going off track. So I delete those videos. There's some days where I make a video and I didn't like the video, or I got on a tangent and I just stop the video and don't record a video that day. So I don't know how to edit, so I really don't care if I get, you know, you would never hear from me, subscribe and hand me a like. I don't do that stuff. I don't beg for anything. So if you guys like the content, you subscribe, that's awesome. If you don't, that's awesome too. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not trying to just be a, you know, be a content creator and have, you know, million subscribers and all that. I will never get to that point, so I don't try. I'm just showing my everyday life for the most part, and that's not really too many. I do know this. There's not very few creators do what I do. Very few. Because I don't have money. I don't have companies donating products to me for reviews or anything like that. I just don't have none of that. So everything you see here is out of my own pocket. Nobody has given me anything. I talk a lot about the Vevor. I've tried to reach out to them. They just pretty much ignore me. So I'm not going to, you know, talk about them. The product is good. I love their inverter so far. You know, then these batteries down here, they've been real awesome. I can't pronounce that name. I'm not even going to try butcher it. Those are good batteries too. They're 100 amp hours. I got two Red Odo batteries in this. See, let's show you guys real quick. That's the Red Odo right there. I got that plugged into the Lucidity box, and I have a Red Odo in there. So all this I bought myself, so I won't be out of power in case emergency. You know, in case, you know, we have a big storm and power goes out. Unfortunately, we haven't had that episode happen so far. I haven't lost power in two years, and I'm pretty pissed about it every time. And the Terre Haute region where I live here in Indiana, it never fails. We have a good, strong storm coming from the west, coming from Illinois, and every time it comes close to Terre Haute, it splits in half. I-70 is the split off, north or south. It will split up to north, and then the other split to south. Or when it gets to this area, it just dissipates, you know. So this last big storm that we had, I was real excited about. It was tornado warnings all through Illinois coming this way. There was a tornado warning the next city over in Illinois, Marshall. That's just 20 miles away from here, I want to say. And as it was coming here, it just dissipated. It just not worked no more. I'm like, what the hell? So, you know, I'm really disappointed that I don't get to use my system. And I really don't have great content just because I don't have anything to really talk about. So I just talk about everyday real life situations. I don't have, my job is okay. My job is fine. I like my job. There's not a lot of money involved, but you know, I like my job. You know, I'm just kind of stuck. I'm just kind of stuck where I'm at for now. I am trying to get a slip-in camper for my truck out there so I can move out, live in my truck, so I can start saving some real money. And when that project comes up, if that project comes up, then that has some good content. But you know, I'm one of those people who believe, you know, if God wants me to have stuff, then I will have it. If he doesn't, then I don't. I don't worry about that stuff. So I found a few slip-in campers pretty cheap, but they're, you know, 200, 300 miles away, you know, and I don't want to, on Facebook Marketplace, I don't feel like taking that drive clear out there and it's not what I want. Or it's worse shape than what I want to deal with. So for now, I am stuck. But that's about it. So I'll give you guys thanks for those who watch my videos, for who comment on my videos. I do appreciate it. This is just an everyday person who lives paycheck to paycheck, who has no corporate sponsors, who don't get products from nobody. I tell you how it is, what I do like, what I don't like. And the only thing I've ran into lately that let me see if I can find that. I think I might have it in my garbage mess over here. Yeah, all this is I don't like throwing electronics away. I always try to use bits and pieces of stuff. But I gotta throw all that away because my daughter's gonna move in with me next month. I mean, end of let's see what I did with it. The end of May, beginning of June. Nope, I don't find it. It's a little meter box. Oh well, I can't find it. It's not on my listings I have down there. Everything I have in my listings I've used for the most part. But okay, I'm just rambling now. So you guys have a great day. And she's done for today, I think.